Hi everyone, I'm Joe and I'm an IT specialist here at Nagios. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to upgrade your Nagios Log Server version R1 up to Nagios Log Server version R2. With Nagios Log Server version R2, we decided to bring the front end and back end forward almost a whole decade, around 8 years to be exact. With this new Log Server version R2, you'll see an updated user interface and as well a better and much more unique user experience. With that being said, there's a lot of space for a bunch of new cool features, updates, security patches, bug fixes, and much more. Come on, let's jump right into it. The first step is to head over to our Nagios Log Server R1. From here, we can click on Admin at the top, and then on the left-hand side, under General, we can click on Global Settings. We want to make sure that Elasticsearch Listen is set to all interfaces instead of localhost. If it's set to localhost, then we could switch it to all interfaces and click on Save Settings. This setting allows us to migrate our indices over to the new version of Log Server. From here, we can head over to Nagios Log Server R2. When on Nagios Log Server R2, we then want to head to the left-hand side and click on Admin again. Under the System drop-down menu, we want to click on Migrate Data. Now, we can enter our IP address of the log server we are migrating from. So, that would entail your R1 log server. You might get a message similar to mine regarding closed indices. This message is saying that there is certain data that is not being able to be transferred unless you open it. If we want to open these, we can head over to Nagios Log Server R1. We can click on Admin again at the top, and then under System, we want to click on Index Status. On the right side of all of our indexes, it says either Open, Close, or Delete. If it says open, that means that the indice is closed. If it says close, it's the opposite. It means that the indice is open. There's also a button to delete if you want to delete individual indices. If you want to mass open, close, or delete, you can scroll all the way to the bottom after you choose the indices that you want to open, close, or delete. And with Select Indices dropbox, you can open, close, or delete. We can now head back over to Nagios Log Server R2 and continue our migration process. After the IP is entered, we can choose our indices we want to migrate over. It goes by day and not by certain data. As you can tell, all these indices right here are closed. So I have to find the ones that are open that I want to migrate over. If I scroll down, the ones that are open will have a checkbox next to it. We can click on the indices we want to migrate over, and then we can scroll down and finish the rest of the settings. We have two checkboxes. The top checkbox is for when an indice does not migrate over and fails in the migration process, it will reprocess the indices to make sure it migrates. Then we'll resume processing the rest of the indices. We recommend checking this box. The bottom box is for settings that are set up and already configured on Nagios Log Server R1. What we'll migrate over is basic configurations and users. So if you have basic configurations and users set up and you want that migrated over, then we can click on this checkbox. After this is all configured, we can click on the green button of Start Migration of Selected Indices. We then get a button of our IP address that migrations have started. It wants us to click the Status tab to monitor the status. We can click on the Migration Status tab, and we can enter our IP address of our target machine that we are migrating from. After we click Get Indices, it shows us all of our indices that are migrated over. We're able to check our migration status here. If we click on the refresh icon on the right-hand side, it tells us our migrated log entry count the elapsed time it has been migrating for, and the percent migrated. If you have a large size of indices, then it will take much longer to migrate over. Again, depending on how big your indices are and how many logs there are is how long it will take. It could take quite a while if you have a large sum of data that you're migrating over, similar to installing a new program. If the program is large, then it'll take much longer to install. And there you go. Now you know how to upgrade to Nagios Log Server version R2. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to comment, subscribe, and leave a like. For more support, you can visit us at support.nagios.com. Anyway, keep monitoring on.